Hey everyone, in today's video I'll be showcasing my Triamid deck that I used to get King of Games with this month. This is either my 55th or 56th King of Games that I've gotten while playing this game. I was also able to get a 12 game win streak, which was nice. So what's different from my deck from a lot of the other Triamid decks is that I'm using the skill Straight to the Grave that activates the field spell Wasteland at the start of the duel. A lot of other Triamid players are using Balance, which is probably the best skill before the nerf to the skill. And it still is pretty good with Triamids, although it does restrict a few of your plays. For example, you can't use Triamid's Fortress's effect to special summon from your hand on the first turn. You also can't use Master's effect to destroy face down as well. Wasteland also helps you with a few other ways. One benefit of Wasteland is that it gives you another card to use with Triamid Pulse. Triamid Pulse requires you to banish 2 cards from your graveyard, and having Wasteland in your graveyard already means you only need to have one other field spell to use its effect. So this can come up if you only start with one monster on the field, for example. Wasteland is also good because if you have Triamid Sphinx on the field and Wasteland's in your graveyard, it actually is another name for a field spell, so your Sphinx actually gets 500 more attack and defense, which can help. If you have Hunter on the field and you want to use its effect to summon another monster in your turn, Hunter only requires a face-up field spell on the field. It doesn't require a face-up Triamid field spell. So if you have Wasteland, you can actually do a double summon, which could potentially come up in some situations. There probably actually are more situations where it can be useful that I just haven't figured out yet. So for now, that's the benefits of Wasteland as opposed to using Balance. Of course, there are times that without Balance, you might brick, but that happens with every deck, so I think that's fine. So for my monsters, 1 Sphinx, 2 Master, 3 Hunter, 1 Dancer. If I had 3 Master, I would probably play 3 and make it a 21 card deck, but unfortunately I don't, so I have to use only 2. The only reason why I use 1 Dancer is because I don't really want to open up with Dancer. I want to draw it later on or search it. I really just want to have either Master or Hunter as my first card. You might also say like the monster count is low, but so you have your 6 monsters and your 3 cruisers, so you actually have 9 monsters, which I think is plenty. For the field spells, you have 3 cruisers, which is the main one, 3 king golems, which is what you usually want in your turn, 2 fortresses, which is what you usually want in your opponent's turn. Yeah, I like this ratio. If you only run 1 fortress, sometimes you might draw the fortress you want and you can't actually activate it from your deck in your opponent's turn, which might be a problem. For the back row, 2 treacherous because it's just really strong, and 3 pulse because it's a main trap off the deck. Since I'm not using Balance, I'm not required to have a certain amount of spells and traps in the deck, so I'm not required to use Canadia, for example. I just use the 5 best trap cards. For the extra deck, Nightmare Shark, that's like the card you go into the most. Levier, this doesn't really come up, but it could potentially come up if you use Pulse to banish your Triamid from your graveyard. You can summon Levier and get it back to your field. Then Zen Mains, I think I summoned it once or twice in my King of Games run. And then you have the Insect package, which is Giga Brilliant and Malevolent Sin. So these two, what you can do is you can summon the Digital Bug rank 5 Xyz on top of them, and then you can summon Guy Dragon on top of the Digital Bug. So if you have any 2 level 3s or any 2 level 4s, you can instantly summon Guy Dragon basically. So that's a nice combo if you want to have just a 2600 beat stick on your field. And I think this deck is pretty good right now. If your opponent opens the nuts with Blue Eyes or Staff Seraph Dark Lords, for example, it's hard, but every deck has trouble with those anyway. So if they open up average, and if you open up average, you can actually fight with them most of the time. So I think it's okay. That's it for the deck profile, and onto the duel replays. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. See you in the next video.